Well, now for my first little video here on YouTube, I'm going to be taking a look at the Play Messiah Generation NEX, or the Messiah Entertainment's Generation NEX. The unit is a NES clone. Since Nintendo lost the patent on it, they're all kind of legal now. It plays your NES games. Also, a nice little added feature, which you won't need to buy any more adapters if you pick up this unit, is it plays Famicom games, which is a nice little addition. 7-pin control ports, standard NES, built-in wireless. I'll show you what those work with in a minute. Gold-plated AV connectors and stereo. Might make a few games sound a little weird, but hey, it ought to make them sound a little bit better too. The system came with a really unique controller. Kind of looks like a Super NES controller. These shoulder buttons, I guess, are more... Actually, they are like A and B buttons. Then you have your B and A here. What's really weird is you got the start and select up here and not down here. But down here you got a slow and a turbo. Now I would have put the turbo and the slow up here so you don't hit the ding start button while you're in the middle of playing. This is nice. They've not decided, but I guess they were able to build an AC adapter that, well, looks pretty neat and is quite small instead of the brick that originally came with the NES. You also get gold-plated AV cables. Nice. As I was going to show you about the wireless, this here is a set of Generation NEX wireless controllers running off of 2.4 gigahertz. They come with their own batteries. They take two AAAs. The box is a bastard to open. But there we go. Got one out. They kind of fixed their problem. You got your B and your A, no shoulder buttons. Your turbo and your slow is up. Your turbo and your slow is up here, and there's your start and your select. It's got a really interesting control scheme, though. I mean, as far as the pad goes, it's not a pad. It's kind of a directional, like analog stick, but you can tell it's still digital, which is kind of interesting. Another thing that draw my attention to this system, instead of buying like a Yobo or something like that, is this system, since it does Famicom games, which is another bonus, it also has access. I've heard that it will also do the Famicom disk system, which is a pretty neat add-on if you can get your hands on one. They're here and there, kind of all over eBay. They're on a fairly new site that I've heard of, which is risingstuff.com, and you can pick one up there for about $100. I know, pretty expensive, but you know, rare systems. Hey, due to the fact that it runs off that it can run the disk system, kind of makes me think this might not be a Nintendo on a chip. We could be actually looking at a real piece of hardware, not just one chip on a board, like most NES clones. Right now I don't have any games for it. I've got one ordered on the way from Japan, and I'll probably figure out how that works in another video. That is, if I get around to another video. But this might actually be a interesting system if it does everything it says it can do.